Okay, let's talk about financial mathematics. So, financial mathematics has to do with dollar. What can I do about it? Well, let's suppose Peter, okay, let's give him a name, Peter. Peter goes to the bank. Now, the bank tells Peter, hey, listen, we can invest your money for you. Peter's walking out with a crispy check of 4,700 USD, right? The bank tells him, hey, Peter, you can invest your money with us using a method called compounded yearly. And we want to provide you with an interest rate. We want to provide you with an interest rate of 6.5%. Oh my goodness. Peter thinks, wow. All right. Let me do this. So Peter decides to invest his money with the bank at 6.5% interest rate compounded yearly. And he decides to do this for 10 years. So now Peter wants to find out how much money he would have after 10 years. So let's add some notations to these values. So 10 years would be considered T. Interest rate would be considered R. The money Peter have at first would be considered P. And then the final amount the bank gives him, so let's add here final, would be considered A, capital A. Now, can we create a formula? I mean, I'm not creating it; it's already there, but I'm going to write it down. So the formula that we need to know for compounded interest is A is equal to P multiply 1 plus R over N, and then NT. What is this N? I've covered T, I've covered P, I've covered A, and I've covered R. Well, this T would refer to, let me just change color. I'm going to add a little cyan. The N, would refer to the term. So how long? How long per year? We can think about it, how long per year. So yearly means one time per year. If I say compounded monthly, that would mean 12 times per year. If I say compounded daily, that would mean 365 times per year. So now let's substitute some values. Okay, well, I want to calculate A after 10 years. Peter, he walked into the bank with 4,700 USD. We have 1 plus. So here's an interesting thing. What I always tell my students is, here's a little tip. Okay, so a tip. To make things easier for yourself, always take the percentage to decimal. Okay, always take the percentage to decimal. We can do that by simply dividing by 100 or moving the decimal 2 slots to the left with scientific notation. So I'm going to say 0.065 over 1, because remember, n is the term, and then 1 raised to the 10th power, because he's investing his money for 10 years. Now, after 10 years, Peter will have, hold on, I'm just typing this on a calculator, plus 0.056, boom, raised to the 10th power. Wow, in 10 years, Peter would have almost doubled his money, which would be $8,822.55. So I'm going to make this approximately because I rounded this value. So Peter would have around 8,000 or almost 9,000 USD after 10 years of investing at 6% interest. So if you invest your money into a bank, the bank has to, in order for the bank to keep your money, they have to give you some incentive, right? If the bank told you, hey, listen, just leave your money there. Okay, after 10 years, I won't give you a cent. I'm pretty sure nobody would invest in banks, correct? But if they offer you some sort of percentage increase on your money, well, that would be considered the interest rate. Now, you can also pay interest rate, of course. Let's say you own money to the bank. It can be other way around. So you might have to pay back this amount if you borrowed this amount in 10 years. So it goes vice versa. All right, that's compounded interest. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention is whenever you read questions, especially questions in high school, you need to be very careful for what they ask you. They might ask you calculate the compounded yearly, compounded monthly, or they might ask, hey, calculate compounded continuously, which is something I will cover in a video, but that is a totally different formula. So be very aware of the type of question they ask.